Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your Mercury retrograde in Virgo survival guide. I hope that this reading is helpful to you in working with this energy in some way. It will be officially stationing retrograde August 23rd and will officially end on September 14th. Right now we're in the pre-retrograde phase, and then after the 14th there will be a post-retrograde phase. So there'll be a few weeks. I think the official retrograde lasts about 3 weeks, but it could be about, over the next few months I'll be feeling this energy along with all the other retrogrades that are happening right now. So this is a very interesting time. So let's flip over your cards and see what's going on. We've got Tomato Dragon Shine, Gooseberry Dragon Stealth, okay, and Coconut Dragon Multitask. I'm hearing that saying, move in silence and let success be your noise. Okay. So let's get into this. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. I'm hearing the word liminal. Liminal. So that's like kind of in between, right? It's a sense of feeling in between. So let's get more information. In the hand, the universe is your partner, okay? You are backed up. The universe got your back always, all right? This is a friendly reminder that you are always safe, loved, and protected, okay? All right, we've got Root Girl, the disowned self. All right, so this feels like it's going deep into shadow work, inner child healing. Let's keep with the oracle cards. Hollowbone teachability. This is all about being still, coming to stillness, observational energy, being, right under the universe is your partner, okay? This is coming back to your core. Deep breaths. I feel like I just all of a sudden just needed to get some deep belly breaths in here and allow the universe to fill you, to guide you, to show you, okay? Because it can be kind of like uncomfortable being in a liminal space, and retrogrades, they're all about, like, the planets appear to be moving backwards, so there can be an energy of feeling like moving backwards, and they bring up things from the past to review, to reflect on, to integrate what you need to, and release the rest. It's like, so there can be a feeling of like just feeling frustrated with not moving forward with something and being in this kind of liminal space. But trust and know that you are moving forward, okay? It's just Mercury and Virgo. Virgo loves to refine, optimize, streamline things. So this is going to be even more so with Mercury being the ruler of Virgo. It's really going to be like, okay, dot your I's, cross your T's kind of energy of what it is that you've been healing, what it is that you've been working on. And it feels like multi-layered with this multitask Coconut Dragon multitask and the disowned self Root Girl energy. It's like it's going back to all the past versions of you that you've been bringing your awareness to healing and bringing in those parts of yourself that have felt disowned and exploring like why and all the things that you've been working on, right? Like work in silence and like success be your noise. It's very deep shadow work, and that's between you and spirit, right? It's usually very, it's personal, right? It's personal. So it can be really deep and kind of happening under the surface, right? So there's this stealth energy to it, this quiet energy. You've been working at this diligently with yourself and with spirit. And it's almost like I'm feeling this sense of like frustration, because it's like, oh, you worked through this, or like you know what this is, and that's powerful, okay? To kind of lean into that, if these are things that you're aware of, right? It's retrograde, so it's bringing up past things. Things could be triggering you in ways that bring up past responses. And this is an opportunity to apply that wisdom that you have gleaned from the work that you're doing now. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards. Knight of Voices and the Three of Emotions. And the Page of Voices. And the Knight of Materials. And the Two of Emotions. So I just felt like this gust of wind. I did feel this like momentum. Look at these horses, right? They're in motion. They're in motion. The Knight of Voices is the fastest moving knight in the tarot, mixed with the slowest moving knight in the tarot. So there's this like there's this power, right? Like, there's this like urge to like move forward. Okay, let's, you know, really move forward. Let's put these things in motion. And with all of these retrogrades, it's like energy, this cosmic energy of moving through molasses, right? Oh, moving through molasses. So yeah, I totally get you. Okay, friend. With the Page of Voices, I keep hearing the word curiosity. Take a curious approach with this, especially with the Hollow Bone card. Come back to stillness, come back to self, and really observe. Observe what's coming up. Observe what you're feeling. Observe what is occurring. Observe everything, right? And just there's a sense that of emptying with this card, like. Right? Virgo wants to bring things into wholeness. So this energy is here to help you bring things into wholeness, right? Even if like you're like, I worked through this, right? Like, I know what this is. Like, thought this, I had this, you know, in the bag, and it doesn't mean that you don't, okay? It's just that this Mercury retrograde is here to help you, again, optimize that, learning, optimize that healing, so that moving forward, you're feeling even more refreshed, you're feeling more, you know, connected and tuned, right? Like, it feels like a lot about how you communicate with yourself and with others. There's a big communication energy here with the Knight of Voices, the Page of Voices, and Mercury rules communication. So it feels like how you communicate with yourself and how you communicate with others. There's a lot of focus here on relationship dynamics, what kind of has happened in the past that has worked, what hasn't worked, really healing the pain of, you know, connection with others, connection with yourself. This energy here is helping you come deeper into union with yourself. And so stepping forward, you're even more aware of who you are, what you want, what you don't want, so that, you know, when you connect to others, there's a sense of recognition of that. Okay, does this feel good? Does this feel is there this connection? Is there this reciprocity, you know, and feeling confident, feeling more confident moving forward and connecting with others, community wise and, you know, relationship wise. We have the Three of Emotions here and the Two of Emotions. So this is intimate relationships, romantic, friendship, family, and the community. So community, work, like the collective. So there's a lot that I sense you've been working on with inner dialogue as well, like really like looking at how you communicate with yourself. And that goes deep, like I keep seeing like kind of layers of the earth, like going deep into the roots of where you've, you know, learned this way of communicating with yourself that is either conducive or not conducive, and it's multi, right? It's multi-layered. Like, this is stuff that This is very complex, what I'm feeling here from you, Sagittarius. It's going deep into the past versions of yourself, and then each of those versions of yourself, there's multiple things to kind of bring your awareness to, where you know, things have worked, things have not worked, and there's again a sense of refinement. And this Mercury retrograde is so helpful with you in even just going through that with a fine-tooth comb, even more so, and like cutting the fat, okay? And trust, you are not moving backwards. It may feel like that sometimes, but you aren't, okay? You're actually moving forward. And when all of these retrogrades go station direct, it's like, boom, baby, off to the races. These horses are in motion. There's a sense of readiness and willingness to get out there. There's motion. There's going to be this kind of gust behind you that is going to assist you in employing all of this like hard work that you've been doing with yourself in your external environment. Not that you aren't now, right? We're moving through the earth, we're alive, we're connected, all of this. It just feels like I'm talking to people that have been in a state of like almost like hermit mode, really deep, really doing this deep shadow work, inner child healing, okay? And there's this sense of like readiness to kind of shine, and know that you are already shining, Sagittarius. With this tomato dragon here, Spirit keeps showing me my tomato plants, which is something that I'm watching very closely right now, because all of the little tomatoes I've been growing are like just turning red, okay? They're just turning red. So it's kind of showing me like you're ripening, okay? It's just in that liminal phase of like you're reddening, but you're not quite red yet, okay? You're not quite ripe yet, okay, with what it is that you're working on. This is a chance to just like trust the process and come back to your core, come back to yourself. This is what you've been working on so hard, okay? Spirit's with you. You're loved, you're safe, you're protected. The universe is your partner, okay? There's a sense of being guided, being shown right now. And then there'll be this phase of motion, okay? That's co-creation, right? We take action, and then we also observe, and we, you know, connect with life, we connect with spirit in that way. Okay, so very interesting. Keep a curious approach. Really be curious right now about what's being shown to you, what it is that you're feeling. And again, a fine-tooth comb, that's what this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is really kind of showing itself in this energy with. And if that helps you visualize that, then, you know, please do. Like, this is again, right, a chance to dot your I's, cross your T's, because it's you've been working on how you relate to yourself, how you relate to others, and this retrograde is helping you completely bring into that wholeness. And then moving forward, you will be connecting in ways that feel so much more aligned with your soul, right? Aligned with your spirit, aligned with what it is that you have identified that you want, right? And also deepening those relationships in your life that you've identified that are healthy, that do show up for you, that, you know, you do feel like at home with. It's, you know, it's really this immense amount of healing that you've been doing, and it's so remarkable, okay? Like, give yourself a pat on the back, okay, Sagittarius, give yourself a pat on the back, because you're going to be witnessing all of this deep healing, really like helping you again connect deeper to yourself, and really like you'll be able to just see that internal work reflect externally, and vice versa. You will be moving out of this liminal space. It can be kind of unnerving to be in a liminal space, because it's like you're not in the past, but it's like you feel like this energy, right? The retrogrades, it feels like you're not moving forward right now, but you are. It's just a review phase. It's reviewing all of this that you've been working on so far. And again, optimizing it, refining it, bringing it into wholeness, going through with a fine-tooth comb, trimming the fat. And yes, move in silence and let success be your noise, because you'll be like, this healing, like people are going to just see it in you. You're going to be shining even more so. You are going to be, it's just going to exude from you because of this deepening connection you have with yourself, this relationship you have with yourself, and this clearing that you've done. And it'll be showing in relationships. It'll be seen. It'll just be seen, and it probably already is. Okay, right? Because you're moving through the world, or you're connecting with others, you're building, you're doing things, you're showing up in your life. Yeah, very interesting reading. Very interesting reading. I hope it's helpful in some way. And the self-talk, like, you're going to be able to really, like, this is a time to apply that learning. Like, really observe how much you've grown with how you speak to yourself, how you communicate with yourself. As these, like, kind of triggers come up that trigger past wounds, that trigger past reactions, responses, really look at how far you've come, because you have brought your awareness to many of these things and have built a relationship with shadow work. So if things trigger in ways that, you kind of like have a question mark, bring your awareness to, there's so much more maturity in ways that you're responding to yourself, and that's just remarkable. Okay, I feel like it's very important to say that, because I feel like I'm talking to people who have been really looking at how you talk to yourself, how you relate to yourself, and how that has affected your interpersonal relationships and your experiences. And there's a lot that you've released, okay? And even though you may feel like that you've released them, you have. It's just there's a review period. It's an opportunity here to really apply the wisdom that you have gleaned through the healing journey that you've been on so far to these moments, and just come back to stillness, okay? Come back to this sense of observation. I feel that the universe is really wanting to fill you and guide you and show you again how far you've come, and provide opportunities for you to apply that learning. Okay, so let's get some postcards from Spirit. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of Spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are, without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect, human, complex, or simple, it doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. That really brings me to this hollow bone card. It's like this page of voices, taking a curious approach with things. And also, like, there's something here that's kind of relinquishing other people's responses, relinquishing other people's projections and energy, and that's not your own, right? And kind of just giving it back to them, which again kind of creates more space for you to expand. And really, like, feeling confident and just showing up, right? Progress over perfection. There's a sense of like where you've maybe held yourself back and why, and not like working through that, okay? Like showing up imperfectly and relinquishing the sense of perfection, and really kind of enjoying the process more, and kind of bringing your energy to the process. allowing things to be as they are without judgment, right? There's this saying, right? Be a scientist, not a judge. Be curious about what is coming up. Be curious about the process instead of judging yourself, instead of judging it, okay? There's a lot of work that I sense you've been doing in that realm. Next one. Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where you are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. Yes, exactly, Sagittarius. Okay, I hope that this has been helpful in some form or another. You're doing great. You're on the right track. You're not moving backwards. You're exactly where you need to be, okay? You are an important part of everything. You are a unique shining star as well, okay? I love you very much, and I hope that this, again, was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.